Okay, shalom, shalom, kwam yasha'Allah, koholoyimla, Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rekahakwadash, double honors to our apostles and elders, a great millstone who rule well, and that by the Spirit taught us this beautiful truth, and just want to say the water to all the H.I.M and H.I.M that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes, and commandments of Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai to the best of their ability. This is Yah Hanan the Waf. Just coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. Got a few articles pulled up on, spirits of vengeance. Basically, the Lord created spirits for vengeance, which are angels, so to speak. I know a person in the comment boards was asking about angels and, I'm assuming their functions. But you have, angels that do certain things on the left-hand side and angels that do things on the right-hand side, because the Lord is a complete balance. He created good and he created evil. And a lot of Christians don't know that. A lot of people that go to church every Sunday, they have no idea that it's the Lord. He's the one that's killing, and he's the one that makes alive. You see, he wounds and he heals, according to Deuteronomy chapter 32 and 39. Chapter 32 and verse 39, which we can get that. But this is one article. This just popped up. At least 15 children and a teacher drown after boat carrying school group capsizes as rescue crews search for survivors. So, is the Lord a respecter of persons? No, he surely is not. He kills children too. He kills pregnant women. He kills infants. He kills elderly people. He kills in a number of ways. Drownings, fires. As a matter of fact, let me get this real quick. Let's just go into the Apocrypha real fast. Because like I said again, that person that put that comment in the comment board asking about angels. Angels have a lot of things that they do. Like I said again, they do things on the left-hand side. They go to destroy. And some go to give messages. Some go to protect. You know what I'm saying? The angels bring forth, what people will call the Holy Spirit, brings forth information to the prophets or to the men of the Lord. You see? So it's different functions that what the world, they think that is some little white baby, with wings on his back and his pee-pee showing. That Catholic and Catholicism, Christianity crap is a bunch of damn lies, man. But anyway, let's go into the Apocrypha real quick and let's get the account of the spirits of vengeance that the Lord created. This is Ecclesiasticus 39 and 28, also known as the Book of Sirach. It says, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of their destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. So the Lord created spirits for vengeance to appease his wrath. You see? Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. They shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is, and when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. So these angels or these spirits, they rejoice in getting a commandment from the Lord to do what they do. So they got a commandment from the Lord to drown these kids, and they rejoiced in it, and the teacher, right? It says 11 students were rescued after a horror incident at Harani Lake. Let's see. Okay, so pretty much they don't have a whole lot to the story as of yet, but I'm assuming that they're still looking for people. It says two. This right here is, when you scroll down in the Newsbreak app, after you read a story, they have more stories, that's kind of related to the same type of thing. It says 2 adults, teen electrocuted after power line falls on SUV during Oregon storm. See? New Jersey family of 4, including 2 girls under age 10, found dead in horror murder-suicide scene. Scientist 40 who was crushed to death in fireball explosion. Remember the scripture says that, one of those spirits of vengeance is fire, right? Teenager was crying after allegedly pushing boy who drowned in the river. See? 3 killed, 77 injured in a massive blast caused by an explosives. Okay. Anyway, these are just some, you know what I'm saying? But let me go off into let me go into the ones that I had in my history here. This guy right here, California father of five who stopped for a burger after work, shot dead amid fight at restaurant. See, he just just trying to get a burger. What else we got? This is the Daily Mail. Stricken Minnesota mom loses two of her four sons, just 15 and 11 years old, after UTV being driven by older child collided with a pickup truck. So see, the Lord is not no respecter of persons, man. He takes out the young, old, the elderly, the frail, the Lord is just no respecter of persons, man. This person right here, check this guy out. Jake, man. Five dead as Texas man kills family, including niece. 8 years old. And I'm trying to think, I think he took his own life as well. A couple of people in the house was left alive, but that was all by the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Um, yeah, man, it's a lot going on out here. It's a lot of deletions going on out here, man. On a day-to-day basis. You got these storms that's going on right now. People are dying, and from these storms. You got earthquakes. You got people that are being deleted from them wars. All different types of stuff is going on in the earth. But let's get into the scriptures, because again, you can clearly see here that the Lord created spirits for vengeance, and people don't understand that, because the Christian church, it teaches that the Lord loves everything. He loves everybody. You can do as you will. You're saved by grace. They're not telling you, no, you need to repent. And the word repentance goes off into turning from or turning around. But the Christian church, they'll teach you that, you know what I'm saying? Nah, you okay. That shit that you're doing, you can keep on doing it. Why? Because you're saved by grace, not knowing that the Lord got them as a target, man. And they can get it at any point in the game. That's the reason why you need to get away from white Jesus Christianity, because white Jesus Christianity is idolatry. Because the scriptures clearly describes the Father as being dark, as polished brass or polished bronze, so to speak. The angels was even described that way. And Yahweh Shai, which the world ignorantly calls Jesus, was described, as being so dark as if he burned in the furnace, like polished brass being burned in the furnace. So the scriptures clearly describes the angelic beings, so to speak, as darker beings. They're not these so-called white people out here that can catch damn sunburn from just a 70-degree day. No, man. The Lord is not one of them people, man. The Lord didn't come on the planet with recessive genes, because that's exactly what they have. Recessive genes, man. But anyway, so now let's go off into 2 Kings real quick. Just to show that the Lord, he sets things up. He sets people up to basically die, man. This is 1 Kings. Let me put a little highlight on this. I'm gonna just put a little highlight on it. 2 Kings 22 and 19. Let me start there. And he said, "Hear thou therefore the word of Yahweh. I saw the Lord Yahweh sitting on his throne, and all the host of heaven standing by him on his right hand and on his left." Now notice that it says right hand and left, because the Lord created right, left, up, down, wet, dry, calm, erratic, sky, ground, woman, man. Everything that the Lord created, he created it as a balance. He created good, evil, righteous, unrighteous. You can't have evil without good, man. It doesn't work that way. The Lord is not the Lord doesn't like that. Matter of fact, let's get what is it? No, that's not it. No, it's 11. Salakia. Proverbs 11. Been a second on that one. Proverbs 11 and 1. It says, a false balance is an abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight. See, a false balance. You can't have evil without good. You can't have good without evil. You can't have male without female, basically. You can't have wet without dry. You can't have positive without negative. You know, and the list goes on and on. Everything has a complete opposite to it because the Lord is a complete balance. As a matter of fact, now let's go into the Apocrypha. I'll come back to 1 Kings. But let's get it in the Apocrypha. Ecclesiasticus, also known as the Book of Sirach, again, 33 and 15. Well, let me start at 13. It says, as the clay is in the potter's hand, to fashion it at his pleasure, so man is in the hand of him that made him, to render to them as liketh them best. Good is set against evil. See, that's a 2 and 2, right? That's one against the other. And life against death. So is the godly against the sinner, and the sinner against the godly. So look upon all the works of the Most High Yahweh. And there are 2 and 2, one against another. See? Everything has an opposite to it. Everything. You can't get around it. You just can't get around it. You can't have justice without injustice. You can't have weak without strong. You know what I'm saying? Like everything has a complete balance to it. So the Lord, he created evil spirits and he created good spirits to carry out his will on both sides of the spectrum. Right? So now let's go back off into that First Kings real quick. And let's see those angels that the Lord had on the left-hand side of his throne and on the right-hand side of his throne. Let's see what's happening here. Start back at 19. 1 Kings 22 and 19. And he said, hear thou therefore the word of the Lord. I saw the Lord sitting on his throne and all the host of heaven standing by him on his right hand and on his left. Notice there's some on the right, there's some on the left, because some on the left are going to get instruction to go and destroy. Ones on the right going to get instruction to go forth and protect and do certain, give messages of, and do, they all have a job, right? And the Lord said, check this out. And the Lord said, who shall persuade Ahab that he may go up and fall at Ramoth Gilead? And one said on this manner, and another said on that manner. And there came forth a spirit and stood before the Lord and said, I will persuade him. So here you go. You got one of these spirits of the heavenly host that's standing on the left, and right of the Lord. One of them steps forth and say, hey, look, I got something for him. And the Lord said unto him, wherewith? So the Lord is like, how you going to do it? And he said, I will go forth and will be a lying spirit in the mouth of all his prophets. And he said, thou shalt persuade him and prevail also, go forth and do so. And as you read into the story, verse 23, let me get that. It says, now therefore, behold, the Lord hath put a lying spirit in the mouth of all these thy prophets, and the Lord hath spoken evil concerning thee. So when you go through the story, this guy gets set up. He listens to the lying spirits of those prophets, and he gets to business, man. See? And it's simple. But I guess in a sense it's not, because, the Christian church has taught people that there's these little white baby angels with these wings on their backs. They got their pee-pee showing, and they just look so angelic. These white people that's just sitting around butt naked, you know what I'm saying? These Roman and Greek goddess looking pictures, you know what I'm saying? A so-called white man just looking porn like that they are, you know what I'm saying? Who the world think is the people of the scriptures, and that's not true. You see? So the Lord, he sends forth these spirits, man, to appease his wrath. And that's what happened in all these situations. You know what I'm saying? When people die, they die because the Lord has set up a situation for them to die. Right? So let's get 1 Samuel 2 and 6. And it reads, the Lord killeth and maketh alive. He bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. See that? Let's get the an account in Deuteronomy 32 and 39. Because like I said again, these things are not taught in the Christian church. The Christians don't, they're not telling you that the Lord killing people. They giving you a feel good. It's like a damn concert. You know, you come through, they throw the music on, the nigga read 1 or 2 scriptures. Then they throw the music back on. Niggas run around through there and foam at the mouth with them damn demons on them. Then they pass the collection plate a couple of times, and then you able to go into the basement or out back and get you a catfish dinner, or a pork chop dinner with a ham hocks and the greens and shit, feeding you some abominable food and telling you about a conference next week. Yeah, there's a women's conference and such and such is coming to town. We're gonna have Juanita Bynum or some damn Joyce. This is what they do though. Deuteronomy 32 and 39. See now that I, even I, am He, and there is no God with me. I kill, and I make alive. I wound, and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. And the Lord uses those angels or those spirits to go forth and to do his work. Whatever their assignment is, man, and when you look at some of these stories as to how people be dying or getting deleted, the Lord is very calculated, man. I mean, for real, man. He gets down, man. Like there's like he's cold at it too. And it says you can't escape his hand. So when he sets you up, hey, there's nothing you can do about it. Nothing you can do about it. Let's get this one though. Isaiah 45 and 7 is a good one. He says, I form the light and create darkness. See that? That's a 2 and 2, light and darkness. That balance, man. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things. That's another, where you can see that the Lord created things, in a balanced way, So he created a wicked people and he created a righteous people. And people don't understand that. You got the wicked, which is the so-called white race. They are the wicked that the Bible speaks of. They are the border of wickedness. Then you have, you got Esau, which is the wicked. And then you got Jacob, which is the righteous, and then you got all these other nations, they're just sons of men that are, they're wicked too, but they're not the wicked, and there's wicked among Jake too, or when we say Jake, we mean Jacob, the sons of Jacob. But there's an actual people that the Lord created to be the wicked. He created them to be his sword. As a matter of fact, we can get that in Psalm 17, I think it is. Psalm 17 and 13. It says, arise, O Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. See, the wicked is the sword of the Lord. So the Lord, he uses the wicked to basically punish or to hammer the earth, so to speak. As a matter of fact, in the book of Revelations, it says that he's that red horse. He was designed, basically, roughly paraphrasing, to take peace from the earth. That's why there's no peace in the earth, because the so-called white man, the sword of the Lord, is running things. That's why there's no peace. That's why it's always a war. That's why it's all these sicknesses. That's why it's all this cancer going on. That's why it's all this opioid abuse and suicides and shootings and school shootings and just chaos, road rage, you name it. People dying from GMO foods and shit. You know what I'm saying? The air quality is horrible. That's the Lord placed them into power to show you what wickedness really looks like. So when righteousness comes through, people are going to really appreciate it, right? It says, from men which are thy hand. Check it out. Let me get 13 again. Arise, O Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. From men which are thy hand. See, they are the hand of the Lord. O Lord, from men of the world. See, these are men of the world. They're not spiritual people. They're not spiritual men, which have their portion in this life. See, they run the earth. This is their portion. This is Esau, Edom's portion. This is his kingdom. This is his chance to rule. So when the Lord comes, he's going to be taken out of power. He's going to be on the bottom. And we're going to be on the top. It's going to be a role reversal. See, he's on top right now because this is his kingdom. He's the one that's able to go. See, right now, When you look at the World Economic Forum, the WEF that's going on right now, those are white people that's over there making decisions for the world. When we say so-called white people, because they're not actually white, they're pinkish to reddish in color. There's no such thing as white people. That's not an ethnicity. They are Esau, Edom. We call them the so-called white man, but they're the ones that's making decisions over in on that summit right now for the world, man. They're out here pushing all kinds of manner of all kinds of wickedness, man. This man, the shit that they about to do coming soon, you're gonna know that they're the wicked. they're pushing wickedness. You're gonna see that they really are the wicked from the things that they're about to push, man. They got a design to really do the world dirty, man. Anyway, verse 14 again. From men which are thy hand, O Lord, from men of the world, which have their portion in this life, and whose belly thou fillest with the hid treasures. They are full of children, and leave the rest of their substance to their babes. And that's what they do, or at least they was doing it. You can leave it inheritance to their children, but they're not being born as fast as they're dying quicker than they're being born now, because the Lord is shutting them down. See, this kingdom of theirs is about to come to an abrupt end. That shit is almost over with for them. Anyway, let me get one more. Let's get this Amos 3 and 6. And I didn't go completely into angels, but this person that asked the question on the comment board, hopefully this gives some insight into the heavenly host, man. And some of the things that they do. The Lord, he created left hand side and right hand side beings, man, to do certain things, man. Amos 3 and 6. Let me see. Shall a trumpet be blown in a city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in a city, and the Lord have not done it? See? And the Lord, he set up, like I said, the evil and the good. Now, when you go into, this is another hookup too, as far as the angels, right? When you go into Job, see, people don't know that Satan, he's a son of Yahweh. He is a son of God. He's just on the left-hand side. See? And a lot of Christians, no, not Satan. Satan, he's fighting against the Lord. The Satan, he had this fight with the Lord one weekend, and he lost, and him and his angels got kicked out, and they're going to go back next weekend and whoop on the Lord. Nah, man. These angels have to come before the Lord, man. They get their instructions from Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. And this is the perfect example right here. Let me see. Here we go right here. Verse 6. Job 1 and 6. Now there was a day when the sons of God, notice it says sons of God, came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan came also among them. See, he came among them because he was the son of God as well. It says, and the Lord said unto Satan, whence comest thou? Then Satan answered the Lord and said, from going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down it. So now when you go to chapter 2, here you go again, verse 1. Again, there was a day when the sons of man, or the sons of God, came to present themselves before the Lord, and Satan came also among them to present himself before the Lord. Why is he presenting himself before the Lord if he has all this power to just do what he wants to do? If he was equal with the Lord from what Christianity says, why would he be presenting himself to the Lord? He'd be like, man, nah, fuck that, man. I ain't got nothing to do with the Lord. I'm beefing with him. Nah, he's a son of the Lord. He's a son of God. It says, and the Lord said unto Satan, from whence comest thou? And Satan answered the Lord, said, from going to and fro in the earth, and from walking up and down it. And then if you notice, if you read through this story before, if you read through the book of Job, what you'll notice is Satan could only do what the Lord told him he could do. He couldn't go beyond it. He got his instructions from the Lord as what he could do to Job, and he done that and that only. He didn't go, and say, well, nah, I forget what you saying, Lord. I'm still going to kill him. No, the Lord gave him instructions as to what he could and couldn't do, and he had to do it. So if he's equal with the Lord from what Christianity would tell you, then why is he obeying the Lord here? Because he's a part of those left-hand side spirits, man. A part of the left-hand side of the Lord's creation, man. He's one of those spirits of vengeance. He's one of those top sons of God, though, you know. So, you know, I just wanted to touch on this for a hot sec, man, you know, and these stories of people, you know, getting deleted, it's going to be more and more of those stories, man. See? Here's one right here. I didn't even peep this one. Boy 9 killed after crawling under school bus was cancer survivor. Family said, see? Here you go. The Lord gave him a illness and then the Lord healed him, and then the Lord deleted him. See that? Hey, the Lord is cold. He sent forth those spirits of vengeance to do all that. You know, Pakistan launches retaliatory airstrikes, killing 9. See all these people, man. Hey, it's all from Yahweh about H.I.M outside, man. Check this out. 2-year-old boy died of starvation, curled up next to his dead father. And I remember reading this article. The dad died of a cardiac arrest, and the little boy was basically in the house for like 14 days or whatever, with, you know, no way of getting food or water. He's curled up next to his dad. You know what I'm saying? Thinking that his dad is probably sleeping, that he's gonna wake up eventually and feed him. He's thirsty. He's hungry. Think about how horrible of a death that is. And the Lord did that. All right? The Lord sent one of the spirits of vengeance to do that. Killed the man and the child. Because see, the Lord, he'll knock the male off and the son that would take forth his family lineage. He done that with Pharaoh and you know, with the plagues of you know, Egypt. He killed off all the firstborn sons, man. Your firstborn, he's normally the one that's going to carry on the inheritance, man. You see? So the Lord is no joke, man. That's why it's so important to repent to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, man. Look at this silly shit, man. Sitting here. These people, man, are my goodness. They at church having their damn dogs and pets baptized. Do you see these Edomites, man? They don't know no better. They don't know no better. This is why they had to be taken out of power. I'm just looking at this on TV in the backdrop here. Look at this silly shit, man. Oh, Salakia. It just ended. I ain't gonna even go into it, but it's just silly as hell, man. Here you go. They in the fucking Catholic Church with their damn dogs, getting the dogs baptized. Just ridiculous, man. And that's the reason why you got to get away from these damn Christians. These silly ass Christians, man, with they silly ass man-made doctrines and shit, man. Anyway, with that, I'm gonna end out. I pray that the lesson was edifying. Kwam Yashala.